Hello, good evening. I am going to try and attempt to bake a cake for my children as I promised them for tomorrow. The music you can hear in the background is actually from the film King Kong that I've had on the television, so I do apologise. I like the soundtrack to the movie, so I've decided to leave it on whilst I talk. Now, the first thing I've done is the egg test to see whether or not the eggs that I am going to use are safe and fresh to do so. Now, if you actually look at the eggs in the jar of water, you can see that they are not all floating. They are a little bit high in the water, but they're not shooting up to the top, which means that they are still fresh to use for baking. So please stay tuned and I will record and upload as I go, and we will see how good or bad this cake disaster is going to be. Because unfortunately, cooking is not one of my strong points, and despite me telling the Department of Work and Pensions this, I was not given any points for whether or not I could actually cook. Even though what I have ended up doing since being diagnosed with bile acid malabsorption is reduce the amount of effort that I would have took to try and cook, because unfortunately with that condition 9 times out of 10 you end up being in the bathroom a lot, and if you've got something cooking in the oven and you don't have an oven with a timer on, which is what I've got, was what my landlord provided me, 9 times out of 10 I find that the food gets burned because my children are not at an age where they could turn off the oven or check to see if the food's cooked. So what I've ended up doing is ordering in for convenience, and also with a son who has sensory processing disorder, I have to make sure that he's never left unsupervised. So if I do attempt to do any cooking, it is unfortunately when I'm by myself. And then if, heaven forbid, I set the kitchen on fire, which I haven't done, touch wood, burnt a few pans, took loads of stuff away, but no kitchen fires. Then I've only got myself to worry about for health and safety reasons. So anyway, I'm waffling. So the eggs are safe. We will try and cook as best I can, and I do apologise that it's going to be a cook as you go, and I will edit and try and add the links at a later stage. So please bear with me.